seen around the world. The Marana police officer who hit an armed suspect with his car. For the first time, we are now hearing from that officer in his own words, explaining what happened.
I have two thoughts that go in my mind. I need to shoot him to stop the threat, or I need to run him over to stop the threat.
Well, that was Officer Michael Rapico explaining to detectives what happened here back on February 19th. 9 Your Side's Whitney Clark listened to that 24-minute interview. Whitney, what else did he say?
Well, Stella, Officer Rapico says in that audio recording that he was driving to the scene. He was going through some possible scenarios. He was thinking maybe the subject would be barricaded somewhere, but as soon as he saw the man freely walking around with a gun, he knew he needed to act fast. You've probably seen this dash cam video. Now, in an interview with Marana detectives, Officer Michael Rapico details what happened leading up to this. It started with a call from dispatch. A man stole a gun from the Walmart on Cortero. On his way to the scene, Rapico hearing from officers already there.
At some point right around there, Officer Rowan transmits over the radio that the suspect has just fired a round into the air and something to the effect that he's now locked and loaded.
When Officer Rapico first saw the suspect walking, quote, aggressively down the street, he was surrounded by a number of big businesses. Rapico pauses, then decides he needs to do something quickly.
He's refused commands. He's holding what I believe to be a locked and loaded rifle based on the transmission that he's fired around into the air. There's occupied businesses. There's two other officers at the end of the street. This is what I deem at this point to be a lethal force encounter.
Rapico says he had two thoughts going through his mind. He could either shoot the suspect or run him over.
I chose not to shoot him because I was about, we'll say 50 yards maybe, I could be wrong on that, from me to him. And the backdrop was not, I was not comfortable taking a 50-yard shot with a handgun based on occupied businesses and two other officers at the end of the street.
If he missed, he could hit an innocent bystander or officer, so Rapico accelerated, hitting the suspect, who first hit his bumper.
His upper body strikes the windshield and he goes up. The rifle goes up in the air and he goes somewhere over my patrol car as we strike a block wall that was apparently right in front of him that I did not see until I was right on there.
Rapico then got out and handcuffed the suspect. In the interview, Rapico makes it very clear it was his goal to protect the many people in the buildings nearby, some buildings put on lockdown. Marana detectives also interviewed Officer Rowan, who told the suspect to drop the gun.
Do you feel that he was a threat to the public?
Definitely. I guess everything works out for a reason. If a person would have been walking close to him, I do believe he would have taken them as a hostage or taken them out.
Rapico said that Marana police are not trained to shoot moving targets from moving vehicles. While he says there are exceptions to every rule, in this case, he did not have a clear shot, and considering the surroundings, that was not an option. The entire audio interview will be available on our website. That's KGUN-9.com. Live from the newsroom, Whitney Clark, KGUN 9 on your side.
Whitney, thank you.